You're number one here. You have 10 world records and you're working with the royal house. People think maybe you are an alien. We need the secrets. My guest today has 10 times the world record in yoga, is the number one teacher in Dubai.
I was feeling lonely, I was feeling introvert, I was not being able to communicate easily with the people.
What's happening in your mind when you are staying in a pose for 20, 30 or 50 minutes?
Wow, such an interesting way to begin the podcast.
How did you end up working with the royal house?
Yash. There are 2,000 yoga teachers, more than maybe 2,000 yoga teachers are living in this Dubai or maybe UAE. I want to start yoga. Why should I train with you?
How well are you paid by the royal house? Welcome to Inspiring Leader Podcast. My guest today has 10 times the world record in yoga, is the number one teacher in Dubai, and he works with the royal family. Let's welcome Yash Yoga, how people know you. Welcome to Inspiring Leaders.
Thank you so much, Florentina, for having me here. My pleasure to be here.
I don't have any idea how you do this, but I need to know what's happening in your mind when you are staying in a pose for 20, 30 or 50 minutes.
Wow, such an interesting way to begin the podcast.
Strong, we need to start strong.
Yeah. So the very moment when I start entering into the pose, first I prepare myself. I prepare my mindset that the pose which I'm going to perform, it's not going to be only for a few minutes. So mentally I'm already prepared. And the only ability that has helped me to hold any difficult position for the longest period of time, it's not my physical strength. It's my mental resilience that I have built over the period of time with the help of my sadhana, with the help of my practice. There is a concept in yoga called as a shunyata, which means once you learn how to empty your mind from all the thoughts, from all the worries of the future and the memories of the past, when you can learn to be in the present moment, when you are detached from all the wants, greed, thoughts, not even attached with your own existence, when you feel detached, and literally you can master the ability to detach yourself from the pain. So once you reach at that point, that's when you can hold certain position for this long period of time. And that's what I have achieved with the help of my practice, which I have been doing since my childhood.
Yeah, that's impressive, because I just think about myself holding a glass for 2 minutes and my hand starts to shake. So you're staying, and most people, normal people who don't have this intense practice in yoga can experience that. What was the moment or the moment in time and space when you achieved this skill? Because you can't achieve it just like that. Are you born with it? No. So when was that moment? Do you remember that moment when you said, from this moment, I am detached. The pain doesn't affect me. I can sit for hours in a pose.
So, of course, it doesn't happen suddenly that after that moment and you feel that, oh, now there is no pain. Of course not. It is a constant practice that gives the ability to detach from the pain. And in that area, if we think and go deeper, then I realized that what has actually helped me, that was my breath, that was my prana. Because prana, which is not the amount of oxygen that we are intaking, it is the vital energy, the energy which keeps us alive. And the moment when we master the prana, master the breath, that's when we can actually detach from the pain. Because prana, the moment when you slow down your breath, you can slow down your nerve system. And our pain, the amount of pain that we feel through our senses, which transfer through our sympathetic nervous system, which is giving the signal to our brain that it is painful. So the moment when you control the breath, you can control your nervous system, and that gives the ability to detach from the pain.
You explain it so simple, but it's not that easy to achieve.
True.
Talking about prana, because I'm a very person into spirituality, I do other things, not the physical ones. I'm more on the energetic part. When you travel, because you travel in a lot of countries, do
Mhm.
you feel any differences between the prana? Like in a country, you feel like the prana is stronger or different? And if you can give some examples.
100%. Every place, every location, every person, every place holds the energy. When it's come to prana, prana is slightly different form of energy. It is also a form of energy, but as you have asked, different places also affect on our state of mind, on the state of mindset. If we talk about Dubai, where we are living right now, 5 years back when I came into this Middle East, Dubai, the mindset which I was having and the mindset which I'm having right now is completely different. And it's not happened because just my practice. There is some contribution from this place as well.
Yes, in terms of energy, I see the things different if I can share. So here, the prana, it's a bit more from the desert, a bit more dry, a bit more different than the prana that you get in the mountains with a lot of greenery.
True.
But what's different about Dubai, it's that the rulers and the ecosystem, it's created for people to thrive. So when you come here, instantly, because of the field in the city, you feel seen, valuable, you are worthy, and you can achieve things here. Show us your value, and we will put you in front. This
True.
is what you feel. It's the same for you when you live in Dubai.
Absolutely, I can totally relate with that. So, this is the energy for achievers. This is the place for dreamers because it will not let you sleep peacefully, but it will take you to the places that you might not have imagined. And when I travel to Rishikesh, maybe Romania, where I found more greenery, that is a place that gives the inner peace. I'm not telling that Dubai doesn't have inner peace. Yes, it has, but it's hard to find. You need to go inwards instead of going outwards. So that is the difference.
Yes, because Dubai is very dynamic.
True.
Like now it's happening something and then it's happening something else. And I just moved to Dubai.
Wow.
So I have a very intense practice in meditation still. Not complicated poses like normal people. But I feel like sometimes I didn't dedicate enough time to my meditation practice because it's this event here and this is happening here and you have
True.
to be here. And then I think there is a certain point when you have to say stop. No, I need to shift my frequency first and then I can achieve this thing that I want to achieve.
Nice. That's great.
So let's go a bit on the Guinness World Record book because you read it 10 times. Oh my God, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So how was the first time? What made you think that I want to be in this book?
So breaking a world record, of course, it was my own dream, but the dream which I had, it was inspired from someone. So in my childhood, when I was learning in my school days, so one of my teacher was showing us the video of top 10 world record of the entire planet Earth. So I was inspired and just watching what these guys are doing, some incredible stuff. Someone walking on the fire, someone walking on the diving from 100 foot. So some crazy movements that everyone was doing. And I just simply get a question from within that what is that one thing that I can do to be in that world record, to be in the Guinness book? And during that time only, I was practicing yoga and I was mastering some of the yoga poses. And I'm really fortunate to have the education from Gurukul. Gurukul is a place where you are not only learning academic skills, you are learning along with co-curricular activities. If you are good at anything, any co-curricular activities, I was fortunate enough to have that opportunity to practice yoga because that was my passion. So along with that, I was practicing and that's how I got inspired. And I have started practicing one of the pose. I have just searched what is the world record in yoga, and I just found there is one yoga pose which known as the scorpion pose.
Yes,
Balancing
it's a hard
our
one.
balancing our entire body on our forearms and bringing our legs upside down. The current record at that time was 4 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes?
Yeah.
But now you are over 30 minutes or more in it.
29 minutes.
Wow, that's impressive.
So that's how I get to know about that record. But it was not sudden that I just dream and I just break. I just talked with my master that, Master, I want to break this record. He was like, no, I will not let you to break that record. I was like, why? You should be inspiring. You should be pushing me forward. You can do it. And you are telling me no? What is this? But then I realized when he said no, there was a big learning. He didn't wanted me to break others' record. Otherwise, it would have left the inner ego.
Yes, we are going to talk about that too later on. Yeah.
He actually told me really insightful that, Yash, if you want to break that record, break your own limitation, break the boundaries that you have set, break your own limits to know your own potential, the true potential that you are having. Just forget what is the world record which you are about to break. 4 minutes or 5 minutes, doesn't matter. What you are able to do it right now, just have one principle. Tomorrow, you are going to break your own record. Next day, you are going to break your previous day's record. So if you hold it for 4 minutes today, tomorrow your goal is to hold it for 4.5 or maybe 5. It's been 5 years I was practicing. He didn't let me to break that record. And the moment when I came over here, and he was like, let's do it.
Wow.
And the moment I break, the timing was 29 minutes and 4 seconds.
Wow.
7 times more than the previous record. And
that's impressive.
Yeah.
But why it was so important that your master should give you the approval to break the record? Because you could have done it like at 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
That is the discipline, I would say. Because whatever I have learned from him. So if I can't even listen to him, then what kind of discipline that I'm keeping? Because yoga, the very first niyam, yam and niyam, it starts with yam and niyam, is the discipline, the self-discipline. If I don't have even the faith towards my own master, then how can I get and win the faith of the world?
Oh, that's a very interesting angle to it, and I appreciate it. Let's go a bit in your childhood. And did you have this mobility of the body from childhood, or it's something that you gained through practice?
If I would tell you that when I started practicing yoga, people usually believe that it is God gifted or it is something I had that flexibility from my childhood. Not at all. I have cried for that while I was getting stretched. I have gone through that pain. Still, literally, when I remember those days, it was painful. But with the right guidance, with the right master, I learned the hard philosophy. I learned the hard way. What is the exact way of practice? Because initially, when I started, of course, I was just like normal kids. As they are having normal mobility, I was also having that same mobility. But one thing was slightly different, which I found in my childhood, was that grit, was that hunger, burning desire to do anything, to do something, to make my parents to feel proud. And I think that has helped me to push my boundaries.
Oh, that's amazing and inspiring in the same time. Yeah. So we are talking about your childhood. What age did you start to practice yoga?
At the age of 7.
Very young. Yeah. Very young. Do you have any painful memory from your childhood except this once when you went through the struggles? Or it was something happening in childhood that really make you, I don't know, make certain decisions or choose to go forward in your life?
If I just think about that, I still felt overwhelmed because for me, my childhood was tough. Not tough in such a way that I didn't get support from my parents. Yes, I get really good support from my parents. But the journey which I have chose was not conventional. It was something unconventional because becoming a yoga teacher back then, making a decision 10 years back, was not conventional because yoga was not that popular, which we are able to see right now. Yoga was just like normal thing which has been practiced from the sages, from monks. It is not the practice which is
So
usually.
basically, you were quite different than the other kids because the
Yes.
other kids were going and playing and having certain sweets or eating certain stuff. But you're like, no, I have to focus on my discipline.
True.
Were you feeling rejected or you felt kind of different in those moments?
I was literally feeling that I'm not being able to fit in the society because to be, for example, if you talk about your friends, so just imagine all of your friends are playing cricket, all of your friends are playing football, and you are just making a choice to be in the field of yoga where there are only few of your friends. So for me, I don't regret. I literally feel really proud that I have choose the field which has helped me to work on my inner self. So the childhood, if I just take one specific thing that was painful, that was that I didn't feel that I'm getting fit in the society. I was feeling lonely. I was feeling introvert. I was not being able to communicate easily with the people because no one was able to understand what was the pain which I was suffering from, what was the challenges which I was getting. But after this, when you just commit to do one thing throughout your life, when I just dedicate my entire self into the one specific thing which is yoga, then it has changed everything.
And you did exceptionally because we are talking, people generally understand yoga like doing poses or going to the gyms and stretching, but yoga is an entire science, and behind it, it's a lot of transformation, a lot of energy that you need to process, a lot of faces and identities that you need to dissolve in order for you to move forward to the next level, and you are tested all the time. So I understand your journey and I empathize with you. And then you came to Dubai. What made you choose Dubai?
Wow. 2020-22, when I just came over here for the very first time, I was actually get invited from one of the lady. She has just opened up the studio and she just told me that, Yash, because she has took some of the yoga session with me. The skill, the way you are teaching is exceptionally good. Dubai needs you. Let's give it a try. It was just like she's just randomly telling. But I just trust the process, just went with the flow. And the moment I just came, again, completely new challenges, new lifestyle, completely new nature of the people, new challenges. I was like, Dubai is not for me. Literally, I felt that. I meant
Actually,
that
for
decision.
the people who are moving to Dubai, the first months are tough.
Horrible.
Like, yeah, the first months for me, even though the first months are still, I mean, I know my things because I know how I take my inner guidance, but I'm not the only one. Every person that I talk to, the first 6 to 12 months are super tough in Dubai.
True.
And I think it's because you need to adjust to this frequency, you need to adjust to this speed, and also you need to adjust to this level of abundance.
True.
Because here it's a level of abundance that you never seen on other city in the world.
True. So I can relate with that. So initially it was tough, it was difficult. But one thing I can also say that once you adjust, once you tune yourself with the frequency, then there is no going back, no way to go back. So initially, of course, it was tough, it was challenging, but once you understand what are the challenges which will come along the pathway, then you change yourself, you work on your own self and just go with the right direction. And the best thing I would like to say about Dubai is you get the access of top 1% people of this planet Earth.
Oh,
When
that's
everyone, every individual is doing best at its field, at their job, at their work. And usually people say that you become the sixth one with the 5 people that you surround yourself with. But I have lived that philosophy. I have lived through that principle.
It's very hard to believe.
True.
It's very because even now I have 4 months here. Some things I still don't believe that they are true, because in Europe we are mind programmed that it's not for us. Like we have to serve the system. The system is not serving us. And sometimes I just catch myself with some thoughts and vibrations, and I say, no, this is not happening here. And it's something that I have noticed in Dubai's field. You cannot think in a negative way.
True.
So my mind went one day on a negative scenario, and then a field came back to me saying, no, this is not happening here. Just like that. And it's very interesting to observe.
It is.
Now we have 2 segments that we need to go in. The first segment is the 2 minutes coaching session. As you know, I'm a coach and mentor for 16 years now. And you have to ask me a question that is burning you right now, and I have to answer it under 2 minutes to give you clarity. I'm not going to give advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to give you clarity on it. We're going to have a clock on the screen.
Interesting.
And the pressure is on me.
Interesting. So the question that I'm going to ask, it's something which I'm burning on, which is something which is roaming around my head. Is it the one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you have the question?
So the timer is going to be started?
Yes. It's going to be on the screen for us.
Yeah. So the most concerning thing, or the question which always just roaming around my head, is like, at the end, why we are working? At the end, what's the purpose of life? If everything is predefined, or if everything is in our hand, so why there is a conflict? Why there is constant suffering? Why there is constant choice that we are having that ability to make? But at the end, if everything is like predefined, then what's the point of doing all this drama?
Wow, that's a deep one. And I love it because I like it. I think our current situation on Earth, it's the frequency that we are living in. So everything that's happening, it's for us to evolve and reach a certain frequency. Some souls are just coming on Earth to raise the frequency. Some of them are with karma, some of them are free of karma, but some of them are chosen. And the ones who are chosen are suffering the most because they can't take the frequency of the Earth as it is. And they are working constantly to raise this frequency. When Earth will reach a certain level of energy and more people will be spiritually awake, then these frequencies of pain, suffering, and violence, they won't be allowed anymore. They will be just rejected or alchemized by the bigger frequency. So now the challenge for people is to awake their light and be able to create this frequency together with the chosen ones that came to raise the frequency. So this pain, it's not their pain. They're alchemizing also for the others. And sometimes it feels like it's unfair. Like, why should I put this through my field? But we all make a contract before we land it here because we want to make the Earth a better place and lift the vibration to the divine.
Interesting. Really did.
Did that bring you clarity?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Now, let's go to more earthy stuff. How did you end up working with the Royal House? Because you are 5 years in Dubai and you are number 1 here. You have 10 world records and you are working with the Royal House. People think maybe you are an alien. We need the secrets.
Well, I don't think like there's not something to hide. Whatever I'm doing, everyone knows that. So it's not something that I have chased them and then I started working with them. No, I was just doing what needs to be done, focusing on myself, working on myself, doing whatever I'm doing with a pure intention. I just follow one simple principle that whatever I'm going to do it in the best way, best to that extent that every single task which I'm doing, it needs to be done with the excellence, because kushalta means excellence. This beautiful saying, principle, yoga karma sukoshalam, that whatever I'm going to do, I will do it with that excellence. And from where this excellence come? Through awareness. So coming to the main question, like how I get in touch with the royal house, royal family members of Dubai. So I was just having a normal time. Suddenly one notification gets pop up in my phone. That was a message from one random contact, one random person. That was a lady. She was like, "Hi, my name is XYZ, whatsoever, and I'm just reaching out to you behalf of this person." I was like, "Okay, so how can I help you?" So we would like to have a meeting. I was like, "Okay." They have shared the timing, they have shared the schedule. I have checked my schedule as I was available. Just planned the meeting, and when I just entered the room, there was a round table. On the one side, 3 of his assistants, on the another side, 2 of his bodyguard, and in front of this table, Sheikh. Just came over there, just started the conversation. And of course, they have checked every single thing about my entire background, what I'm doing, how long I have been working on in Dubai, what are my achievements, about my all the 10 Guinness World Records, about all the awards recognition as the best yoga teacher of the year. Starting the conversation with just one simple question. Yash, there are 2,000 yoga teachers, more than maybe 2,000 yoga teachers are living in this Dubai or maybe UAE. I want to start yoga. Why should I train with you?
Wow, that was a big one. Did you expect it?
I was not expecting that.
And what did you answer?
My answer, first, it was not something like I started my answer to inspire him, to impress him, because obviously he has done all the study, all the research, why his 3 assistants were sitting over there. Of course, they have done all the research. So my goal was not to impress them, to praise myself that I have done this and this. They know everything. The goal was simple, that somehow if I can help him, then we will see. If I can't, then it's fine. So I just simply ask that, Sheikh, right now your age is 65. What is that one thing which you are struggling the most? He just explained me in the simple words that at the end of the day, when I just finish my work, I feel tired, I feel lethargic in respect of all the sports activity which I'm doing. And for me, it is really easy to identify what they are missing. So he is doing really great sports activity, he's really active, but his body was really stiff because of lack of stretch.
Because he didn't feel the energy. He didn't feel the energy that he needs the body to move on that prana that we are talking from the beginning.
True.
The chi, how it's called, the Chinese and so on.
Yeah. So the stiffness, the tightness which he is having was the main issue. So I just explained him, not in such a way that I will do this, not at all. That, Sheikh, what if yoga, not because of me, what if you commit, dedicate to this practice, be consistent, and what if yoga gives you the ability to make your body flexible, and at the end of the day, when you finish your day, you feel great. Instead of feeling lethargic, you still have that alertness, you still have that awareness, you still have that energy. What if yoga gives you that ability to feel the energy which you used to feel at the age of in your 30s? What if yoga gives you that ability to extend your life expectancy by, let's say, 5-10 years, and you give that quality of time to serve this nation in the better way, to spend that quality amount of time to spend with your loved ones? What else we need in life?
You convinced me too. So then he said he committed to work. And how many years are you working together since you met?
It's been 2 years. And it was not directly like he has started. So I just asked him, just give a try. And just simply explain him that, Sheikh, if you may ask about any other things, I might not have answer. I might not be the expert of every single thing. But one thing which I'm sure, when it's come to YOGA, yoga, I have that confidence because my entire life, my entire childhood, I have only dedicated to only one subject. And if a person have dedicated his entire life into only one subject, of course, the mastery, the ability, all the knowledge, of course I have. And for that, whatever, in terms of yoga, whatever problems, anything if you will ask, anything if you need, you can just close your eyes and just trust me. Because I have lived my life through the yoga.
So basically, at the meeting with the sheikh, you just had to be yourself
That's the
and ask
most
him his
important
need.
thing.
That's what you needed to be authentic. Ask him his need, and then.
Two things I would like to point down over here, which I realize whenever I deal with these high-profile clients, royal family members. They actually don't need so many things from you. They just need two things. One, your authenticity. You should be not like someone who is just talking some like big things and just only you're just talking big things and at the end you are not able to do anything. So authenticity, just be who you are. And the second thing, pure intention. Because they are dealing with hundreds of people and they can just easily see that why this person is sitting next to me, what actually he wants. Because their whole work is to deal with people. They are really great at this. So just be authentic and just be honest and have that pure intention. If you can't help, just say, I can't help. Just be authentic. And then the very first day when he take the session, it was like, Yash, I'm just regretting why I didn't start earlier.
That's a great testimonial to get from a Royal Highness.
True.
That's amazing. Because we are on this topic, we have another segment which is called the hot seat question.
Hot set questions.
Yes,
Wow.
this is a spicy question that you need to answer if you choose to answer or not. But you have to choose if you answer or not before I ask you the question.
Okay.
So are you taking the hot seat question, yes or no?
I'm up for it.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How well are you paid by the royal house?
Good.
Expensive. That's all.
Yeah, I'm getting paid good.
Okay, we got our answer. You should answer in 1 minute. I forgot to mention.
No,
But-
one word is enough.
One word is enough. Great. Let's go back to your daily routine.
No more
And-
hot questions?
No, it's only one. You want more?
Okay. Yeah, you can go for it.
No, this was the hottest one. I don't think people... If you have other hot questions, just pop them in the comments. Next time we have Yash, we will ask him.
For sure.
So, what's your routine in a day? Your personal practice?
Great. Starting my day. Usually people start their day just after waking up. But I usually believe that the day starts when you sleep. Because
that's very interesting.
the way you sleep determines your next day, the energy that you will feel. Because at the end, energy is not something that you are getting only from the food that you are eating. It's not the amount of calories that you are having and storing inside your body. Energy, how great you feel alert, aware. I have one simple ritual that I follow before I go to bed. Close my eyes, practice Brahmari Pranayam, humming sound. A vibration frequency that creates the humming sound and creates a vibration frequency in our head that nourish our brain cells and change the waves.
Do you use any mantra or just the humming sound?
Just humming.
Okay.
Of course, mantra is also having different power, different energy frequency and vibration, but the easiest one which everyone can do. Start going to the bed with Brahmari Pranayam just 5 to 7 times. That vibration frequency will just calms down and slow down your nervous system. Then, usually, I keep my sleep schedule somewhere about 5 to 6 hours. Usually, it's been mentioned that 8 hours of sleep is good. But for me, I found that Number of hours doesn't matter. It doesn't mean.
It doesn't matter because it has to do with your process, how fast you charge with energy during the sleep.
True, because the number of hours that you spend in the sleep doesn't mean that you are going to have a good quality sleep. The duration doesn't matter, the quality matters. So for me, I'm having a good quality of sleep, so 5 to 6 hours is enough for me. The very first thing which I do just after waking up, rubbing my both palms is like this, and creating the warmth between my hands and putting on my eyes, so that awakens my entire body. Why? Because our both palms are having more than 200 nerve ending points, which known as the marma points. When we rub our both palms, our entire nerve system gets awakened. After that, just opening my eyes, the very first thing which I do, start drinking water. Without brushing my teeth, without gargling, drinking 1.25 liter of water.
Wow, that's a lot of water. I drink a lot of water during the sleep. Like all night I have to hydrate. What you say is really important, to drink water before brushing your teeth, because everything you have in your mouth goes back into your body and tells your body what your body needs to work on or heal in the body. So that's why it's important, not all the time, but at least a couple of times a week, we should drink water before we brush our teeth.
You're right, but there's another thing as well. The most important thing in our body is the enzyme that helps us to digest our food. And for the digestion, one of the most essential enzyme is our saliva. Saliva throughout the night, which you have collected in your mouth, if you are just drinking the water, and then if that saliva is reaching out to your stomach, it increases your chatragni, your burning. Like, there is a specific term, chatragni, which simply means, in modern language as we say, that usually people are having different level of appetite, right?
You are talking about your inner fire, like the way the calories are burned, the metabolism.
So it brings the balance. So that is the primary reason. Just without brushing the teeth, if we drink the water, that known as ushapan, which has immense benefit. Those who are having any constipation, those who are suffering from any indigestion problem, start drinking the water, 1.25 liter of water, and then within just few days, within just a week, you will see the change, that you will, within just 5 minutes, you will get a call for washroom. And if that one specific time period is fixed in your day, rest every single thing will be lined up. Because usually I truly believe that the biggest problem of our health is not any disease, because at the root cause, every single disease starts with constipation. Constipation is the biggest root cause of every single disease.
And it's also very increasing in modern day, and with all the food that people are having, and it's quite a problem in the world, let's say like that. Thank you so much for sharing your ritual. It's very interesting and I love the details. Now let's go on the macro cosmos. And I want to ask you, what are your intentions? Because I don't want to say plans. What are your intentions for the next years?
For the 2026, as the new year has just begun, the intention is pure, that the mission and the vision that I have been working on to integrate yoga into every individual's lifestyle. So that is going to be the intention, to help people, to serve people in the most easiest and the convenient way. Because nowadays, we can see all the working professionals, they are not having enough time to give on their health. 1 hour to spend on the driving, stuck in the traffic, spending going to the yoga studio or maybe a gym or any place for their physical movement, or be on the garden, then coming back to the home. It's getting really challenging. There are so many resistance. But with the help of technology, as we are blessed with the technology, as we are blessed with the AI, so I'm just trying to use this technology and to take the leverage with that, and then with the help of tech, we can build something that every individual within just one click, they can be in front of me and then they can start practicing. And yoga is usually something that cannot be practiced by just watching the YouTube videos that you are just starting YouTube and then learning, because there is no one to look after, there is no one to correct your pose, and if you are doing in the wrong way, instead of getting benefits out of it, you will end up losing so many things. You might get injured. So the most important thing is to have two-way communication. And with the help of AI, we are building something that will track with motion tracking. It will analyze the movement of your body, and it will give you the real-time instruction that how your body is moving in the right way or wrong way. It will give the right instruction. And with the help of that, you will be able to work on yourself and have that efficient yoga practice.
Oh, that's amazing. I hope, and I'm sure you'll do great with that.
Absolutely.
Because basically you are willing to bring yoga in every person's house without them staying in traffic, and traffic in Dubai, it's something lately. So that's an amazing project to go for. I don't know if you know, but I wrote a book. It's called The Blissful Leader. This book was given to me, let's say downloaded, when I was struggling a lot because I did a huge mistake on channeling all my energy and my focus in my business. And then everything around me was crumbling. And then I started to write this book. Just it was coming to me in writing down. And I put it, this Blissful Matrix, I put it in a book. It's on Amazon. And actually, I brought a copy for you.
Thank you so much.
With a special message.
Wow.
You have to read it because we want to see your reaction, but you can read it out loud or not. It's your choice.
That's great. Thank you so much. Grateful for this. Yash, you bring the joy and light in the world. Florentina, thank you so much for this message.
You're welcome. Because
Really
sometimes when you are a leader or you are doing so many things as you do, we forget who we are or what we do because we are caught in the process of serving others, and we just forget who we are. And we have other people next to us to remind us that we are the way we are in the eyes of the universe and God.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to another question, which I ask all my guests. If tomorrow you are the absolute leader of the world and you have absolute power on everything, what would you do?
Power comes with a responsibility. It comes with a duty. So the very first thing which I do is to have the clarity that the power which I have got, it's not the power of mine. It's the opportunity that is helping me, that is going to help me to serve better. So we'll just optimize my strength in a such a way that I can serve more and more. That will be the only goal.
That's amazing. That's a very good answer. I don't know, when I ask this question, I expect people to say other things, but it's just a story in my head. Maybe sometime someone will ask me this question. So, you are organizing the biggest yoga festival in Dubai.
Yes.
Tell me the story behind the scenes about this festival and how did you end up doing it?
Yeah. Of course, when we want to do something great, something big, something impactful, with individually it's not possible. So there is a great support which I have been having with the Dubai government, with the Dubai economy and tourism, with the Dubai Sports Council as well. So as every single year there is a great initiative which has taken by Faza, the Crown Prince of Dubai, Fitness 30-30. Every year, 30 days, 30 minutes, every residents of Dubai are going to involve into any physical activity. And in that initiative, there are two flagship events which gets organized every year. One, Dubai Run. Second, Dubai Ride. But we were fortunate enough to have this initiative that from this year, from 2025, last year, that was the first year when they also announced another flagship event, Dubai Yoga.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So the yoga is something that has been practiced through thousands of years, but over here in Dubai, every single individual, those who are just working to achieve their dream life, and they don't even realize that somehow they are having a really big lack in focusing on their own self. They are not prioritizing their health. Of course, physical health, they are looking after that. But when it's come to mental health, so that is something, a big initiative that has been taken by Dubai government, and we are really grateful for that. That from now onwards, every single year, they will be organizing Dubai Yoga, a massive participation.
And because the last year was the first year,
Yes.
it's going to become more and more popular. And
True.
now people all over the world will want to travel to Dubai just
True.
to attend this event, because usually people who are practicing yoga or spirituality, they love to be with people in communities that have the same vibration, the same
True.
energy. And this is going to be something really, really fantastic in the future.
Absolutely.
And of course, it's going to help humanity to raise their vibration and consciousness.
Absolutely.
If there is something that you want to leave behind you, like a legacy, what that would be?
I have think about it a lot. But you know what the answer which I have found? Nothing. Because somehow there is an inner ego which convinces you that you are someone who is here to do something really impactful, that world needs you. But if we just open our eyes, if we just look back, our ancestors, they have just lived their life. They just did what they could do. And life just works with one simple principle, that nothing is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. So even if I have a dream to leave a legacy behind, I know that those who want to learn, they will anyhow learn. The work which I have been doing, if someone is getting beneficial, they will get. But if I have that a kind of desire that no, this is the legacy which I want to leave behind and people need to remember me. No. There are billions of people are living in this planet Earth. There will be a new era of life. There will be a new knowledge. There will be a new time. So let the new things to happen. Let the change to be happen. So for me, when I look back to my own self, the work which I have been doing, initially the purpose was to leave a legacy behind, that I do something impactful, that millions of people, even if I die, people will remember me. But no. Later on I realized that every single human being is over here for a certain years, 50, 60, or maybe someone are blessed to be here for a longer period of time, 80 or 90 or 100. So the thing which is in our control is to serve, is to help, is to spread the energy which universe has given this opportunity for us, to spread that smile, to make people happy, to help each other and to grow together. After the life, we don't know what will happen.
That's inspiring, but in the same time, I'm thinking to all the yogi masters that you have been studying from. So it's very important that they left their legacy. I understand that you don't want to leave it from a place of ego, and it's totally normal to do
True.
that. But studying Yogananda or maybe others, like Osho also left some legacy. So it's important that you leave a legacy, and it's important that you leave it from this perspective, because we haven't created this. Like
True.
It's given to us from the divine, and we give it further through our way of explaining
True.
it. And isn't it beautiful that we have this opportunity to share it with millions of people? Just think about the yogi that they were passing the knowledge, how hard it was for them. Like you have to go in mountains, in caves to meet them, and to ask them. They will test you if you are strong enough to receive the knowledge. And then hard training. Now, I think we have it quite easier because you have technology. And of course, technology is also given us from above. So what do you think about this new angle?
Really interesting. And the counter question that you asked, I really appreciate. And actually, that was the same belief which I used to also have. That, especially when you have take the name of all the masters, Osho, Shivananda. So we know them because they have leave a legacy behind in a form of books, in a form of audio, in a form of video, or in a form of certain content, right? Now, what I realize, the way I look at this thing was absolutely same. And that was the main purpose why I have started content creation journey, to leave a legacy behind. But now the perception has changed. To get more clarity, I think it's something really interesting which I have ever discussed, which I'm going to discuss. So, one point of look at it, this thing is to have a content. That content has the ability to stay in this planet Earth even if after we will die. So let's say tomorrow if I don't wake up. So all the content which I have shot, which I have created through past 5 or 10 years is going to be in this planet. Okay? And my expectation is that someone, somewhere staying in the corner of the world, that might will get inspired from that content and will start the yoga journey. So that is the good side. And that's how it will help. Of course it will, and it has that potential. But who is Yash once Yash will die? There is no one
That doesn't matter because Yash is the vessel that needs to be now.
Yeah.
And after Yash dies, Yash will continue to be the vessel.
Yeah.
Do you know how we are anatomically, energetically built?
True.
So basically we have a spirit and we have a soul.
Mm-hmm.
So our soul is the energy that reincarnates, moves forward, and so on. Our spirit is unique. So Yash will remain forever in the Akashic records. And if now these records are also on earth, people will come through your content and they will feel the resonance. And they will just light up on that resonance, on that knowledge. And then when they will feel that level of learning from you, maybe they'll move to another one, into another one. And that's the beauty of being all of us here. So I love that we're having this conversation.
This deep conversation.
Yeah,
and I totally relate with that. I totally agree with that. There is nothing that I'm against that. But as I was completing that, one way of looking at this thing is to help people. But the other way, if you just think, I realize there is nothing in this planet Earth which is, including knowledge, nothing is permanent, we can say. Nothing is permanent, including knowledge. All the philosophy that we have been listening, all the knowledge that we have been listening, at one point it will be irrelevant.
Yes, because the frequency is shifting.
Yes.
We are tapping in new frequencies, and in the same time, everything exists in the same time. Like if I come tomorrow with another concept than the blissful leader matrix, something even greater, it's because it's already there, and we have to tap into it, and we have to bring it because people need it. Otherwise, we could just stay, me and you, at home, meditate in our houses, go out and party, and that's it. True. But we are souls that have a mission. We need, it's our soul desire, wish to be there and show people, not give, show them another types of frequencies. I don't know, this is my opinion. I don't know if you agree or not.
Absolutely, I agree. I have read somewhere that anything in this planet everything is temporary. Expect one thing, and that is love. So when I look at this thing, the way all the legacy which our master has created, they have not created to just help people, to just have that mindset that my learnings will help. All the learnings which they have give, it's out of the love which they have given. If we just talk about Osho, every single discourse, if we see, we can literally feel that is infinite, unconditional love which is just passing, which is just floating from his words, from his voice. He just says that you do not need to believe in me. You do not need to listen my words. Your only existence is enough. Your presence is enough. Just be with me, tune with myself, tune with my energy and experience God which is already within you.
This is very hard in our times to do.
True.
Because we have this tendency of, I want to be a yoga teacher like Yash. Mm-hmm. Or I want to have a podcast like Florentina. Mm-hmm. Or like in this desire that we have to be like someone else. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's cutting our access to our knowledge. Because maybe that guy that aspires to be like you, maybe he can be greater. That person that aspires to be like me, maybe they have something else even much more exceptional, if that's correct in English. So one of the hardest lessons that I've learned early age in my spiritual journey and mentoring is that I should not be like anyone else, and I do not want or wish or advise anyone else to be like me.
True.
Because we are unique and we can do things in our own unique way. Yes, we can be inspired, mm-hmm. but copying the structures of each other, it's not helping.
True.
Did you expect? I didn't expect to go this deep in this podcast.
But that's interesting.
Yeah, I think we can talk for another 2 hours.
Of course.
So we are almost to the end. How do you see yourself in the next period of time? Because we are talking about what you want to do this year, but do you have like a long-term vision about you, or you're just tune in the visions that are given to you, or you also have some backup plans, like I'm the person that goes with the flow, but also we need action, like we need to be grounded.
True. Earlier, I used to have the planning for next 5 years, for next 10 years, for every single thing which I'm going to do. But then I realized that I'm putting a limitation. I'm putting a boundaries. That let's say if I just make a goal that by 2026, I'm going to help 1 million people. Okay. Usually right now at this number, I have already hit that number. But let's take about like 5 million. I'm going to hit 5 million number. So that is still a limitation that I have set in my mind. 5 million, you might can go even beyond. So instead of putting a goal, I have tuned myself in a such a way that I'm going to experience the same future which I'm going to have, and I will live that future in the present moment, because that's what I can do, because we don't have access to the future and past is no more in our hands. The only thing which we are having is the presence, and the presence comes with a choice. It's your choice how you want to live. It's your choice how you want to make the decision. And each thought which is coming in my mind, I'm just bringing that clarity and bringing that awareness that the thoughts which I'm having right now, it should have one simple thing, and that is pure intention.
I love the fact that you always talk about pure intention, because pure intention is really important. Because Dubai, it's a city where everybody wants something from you.
True.
And a lot of relationships here are based on, I'm gonna text you when I need something, and afterwards I disappear, or even I leave the country. And it's the style, I can understand it. But when you go with the intention, that means you have set there the purest energy. And
True.
Because you have set an intention, it's more like, I don't want something of you. I just set this intention in the universe, and if the things aligns, we are in a synchronicity, and it's gonna happen. For example, the way I invited you to this podcast, I just set an intention. I said, if he's gonna say yes, okay. If he's gonna say no, it's still gonna be okay, because I knew it's going to be in our alignment.
True.
So sometimes I surprise myself when I wish and want to have a certain guest, and then I say no. I take that energy back. And I said, this intention, if that person is meant to be here, is going to be. If not, not.
True.
Thank you so much for being our guest. I hope our people at home got an inspiring day, and hope to see you to another one when we can go deeper on the spiritual part of the leadership style.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here. I think it was one of the most profound conversation which I had with you, and really deep conversation. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.